This is a pretty big deal for me to come out and say this, but I don't think I can keep it a secret any longer. It's been eating away at me for eons now, and I think Vvardenfell is ready to hear it. I have cat ears. I know. I was utterly ashamed of them for the longest time. I always used to wear a big hat to hide them back in the first era and everything. Everybody always called me terrible names like Hat Kid and Hat Guy. I grew up in utter fear and embarrassment that at any time my hat might tumble from my crown and reveal my hideous disfigurement. In fact, I'm almost singularly certain it's why I ended up living in a volcano later in life. Nobody is going to discover my terrible secret if they have to come visit me in a fucking lava flue now, are they? Yes. They're tucked into the outer two horns you see protruding from my mask. Always have been, always will be. Kind of changes everything, doesn't it? This whole time, every video, every meme, what you thought were just decorative plumes were actually sleeves for cat ears. I was horrified as a youngster that my fellow Dunmer would find out. I would have recurring nightmares of being put in a rucksack and tossed into a vat of guar gravy, as is the traditional punishment for vagrant Khajiit thieves. And in waking, I would flinch whenever a strong gale threatened to unhat my terrible secret. It was a life of constant vigilance. But thankfully, my old Dagoth was loving and supportive. They would encourage me to go hat-free when nobody was around, and even tickle me behind the ears to reassure me that the awful deformity didn't really matter in the end. If not for their unconditional love, I'd have probably packed my things and left for elsewhere to live a life of shame as an Omus rat. But my old Dagoth would sit me down each night and tell me the great and inspiring stories of old Veloth and the Ashlanders who first wandered Vvardenfell, and reassured me that I was just as Dunmer as each and any of them. I figure if Nerevar can be a half-dozen Argonians without sullying their public image, then why can't I have cat ears? I'm a god. I should be able to have cat ears if I want to. Anybody who thinks it's ungodly will just be vaporized or tossed into Red Mountain. It's as simple as that. As for the middle mask plume, well, that's a deformity I'm not ready to talk about yet. Let's just say my old Dagoth never tickled me behind that ear and leave it at that.